Hey there, superstars. Welcome to Soulfully Illumined. In this video, we continue the journey through the chakras as we enter into the third eye, which is, the ability to see beyond the physical realm. It's the gateway between the universe, the crown, and the third eye, or the throat chakra, which is the ability to express that energy that kind of stems down from, spirit into a creative manifestation in the physical realm. So, as we enter into this third eye, we're going into messages Spirit has for you regarding your third eye. We have 3 piles, pile 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and scroll down below and take a look at the pile numbers and click on the one that resonates for you. And I will see you at your pile. Hey there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading, and we are going into messages from Spirit regarding your third eye. Let's get into it, but before we do, please do take what resonates, leave what does not, and let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. So for pile 1 collective, please, Spirit. Pile 1 collective, regarding their third eye, what do we need to know? Nope. Thank you. We have Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay. We have I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. We'll take one more card, Spirit. One more card regarding their third eye. Thank you. And we have called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Love it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Love that for you, pile 1. So what I'm getting for you, pile 1, it feels like that third eye of yours has been a little congested. It feels like that you have like some really seriously beautiful, rare gifts as for how you can see the world, how you can see life in a more expansive way. Now, currently, the way that your third eye is right now, that word congested, did I say congested? Did I see it somewhere? I don't know. But the word congested comes to mind. And it may be that right now it may be difficult to see using your third eye currently because there is some noise happening. There is some clutter that's within that third eye. And that could be in the form of your mind, your mental natter, old projections that are currently, clouding the way to being able to see through that third eye. But I feel like that's changing for you, especially with this Earth pulsing card. Things are starting to flow, and it feels like it's a slow drip to start, pile 1. So you may find that you may need to rest, or that you have some pressure in the third eye, or you get headaches sometimes, and they're around that frontal area, around that forehead, or through that temporal region for you. And it's because I feel like there's a shift that's happening for you, and it may, like I said, it's a slow drip, so it may be something that's been happening over time for you, because with the mountains there, I feel like it's been a journey. This awakening of this third eye is a journey for you. And part of it has to do with some emotional releases that you've been doing over the years, and it's fundamental That's the word I'm getting, fundamental. It's a really important part of just clarifying your energy, clarifying your ability to see beyond your current reality and circumstances. You may have found that your mental, like your mental energies, like your thought processes, had been maybe through the roof. They've just been like, you've just been in thoughts after thoughts after thoughts. And sometimes we have to go from one extreme to get to the other to find our center through it all. And so it's like, you may have that pressure building within you, and it may be coming up as that mental matter coming up and just pushing out to then allow that clear faucet, to allow that clear vibe. Can I just, another example, it's what I'm seeing is like a faucet that hasn't been open in a long time. And so when that water starts to pour out, it's initially a little dirty, rusty, you know, gross, a little smelly. And then eventually as that water flows through, it gets clearer and clearer and clearer. So that may be, I feel like that's kind of what's happening to you. With the time in nature, I'm getting here the word nature for you. Nature is really important for you. It's a key element. It's a filter for you. It filters out old programs, old energies that have been blocking your ability to see beyond, you know, your current circumstance. So if you can get out in nature, it's highly recommended because there's some rare gifts that want to actually really come through for you. And it's a gift that you've had in past lifetimes, Pile 1, that are really wanting to come through. And see, you have like two doorways. You have a doorway here with the bottom of the deck, the golden children. And then you have a doorway here. It's like you're being called forward through a doorway into a new paradigm where it's different from your old vision. It's different from the way you've been seeing the world and you've been navigating through that. You may also be feeling that calling into the new, that calling into that unknown. And it's alarming and scary when we don't know what's on the other side, when we don't know what the unknown holds for us. Excuse me. And I feel like there's this uprooting that's happening to allow you to walk into that unknown. You may have like tight hamstrings, Pile 1, or tight calves, and that is symbolic of just really being, for a lack of a better word, stubborn in holding things in a specific way, having specific belief systems and like that you're really like rigid about. That's shifting for you. There's a lightning that's happening, but it may come up in a form of a purge. So you may feel some pressure building and a release happening. And that release may be a lot of the projections. It may come up as memories. It may come up as like, yeah, memories or old conversations or playing out the past. And that's your mental faucet releasing the old. So it can allow a clearing out so that third eye can come through. Let's keep going. So for Pile 1 Collective, please. Thank you. Third Eye Collective, or for the third eye for Pile 1. Did I say Pile 2? Well, Spirit knows better than I. For Pile 1 Collective, please, Spirit. Thank you. Are we taking both? Yes, we are. Let's move that over. a little bit and put that up here. Bottom of the deck, we have patience and planning. We have truth, choose wisely, fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, so you may have found, pile one, that it's really difficult to make decisions, or it has been in the past difficult for you to make decisions. Maybe it's this uncertainty within yourself, this not knowing which path to pick and being really, really hard on yourself. You have really strong integrity, pile one. You really do. There's a lot of honor within you. And I think where the issue has resided with you is this trust in yourself. And this period that you're in right now, it's a slowing down period where things are a little bit slower. And the purpose of that is for you to really just kind of do that mental purge, do that visual purge, do that emotional purge, so you can really see what resides for you in this moment. And as you do, as you stay in that balanced scale, again, another doorway, right? The doorway opens up and you're then able to see the next step. So it's like, there's no need for you to be in that worried state, because that worried state isn't going to open that door and provide you with greater clarity. It's when you're in the moment, not in the mind. In the moment, will that third eye open up and really reveal to you what's happening before you. And so with the choose wisely card, it feels like it's more about your emotional state and your mental state as you're making decisions. It's more about you being in those states in order to see the clarity that's in front of you. With the two, I don't even know if these are doves, but to me they represent doves. It's that choice of peace, choosing peace. And as you do, the doorway will open, the clarity will be there. And there's something about that, you being in the moment where that heart space really opens. And so if you feel like it's difficult for you, there's something about solar plexus with you, pile one, where it's like it's just tight. And it could be because, maybe you're questioning yourself a lot, doubting yourself, the mind's just going, thinking about various possibilities. Oh my God, you're so smart, and you're so, your energy is so strong. And I feel like you are your own worst enemy, in a sense of that mind can really pull you right down. But that is being cleared as you stay in that moment and breathe. The things that you've been waiting for, pile one, or wanting, are coming. But at this stage of the game, as you're watching this reading, it's really about balance, seeing the big picture, being in the present moment. And you have here the two pillars, right? And to me, that represents you, that balance of you, right? Here with the doorway, the pillars, and this connection between, it could be your masculine and your feminine side, letting go of that struggle of where you think you need to be and really focusing on what makes you feel abundant, what makes you feel alive. And so this period for you is requiring a bit of patience for that mind, because this pathway that you're walking into, the mind is not, it's your greatest tool. It's your heart and your vision. Because you're ending an old way of being, of seeing, of creating into, and you're moving into more of a fulfillment, more of the emotional state of just you know, being in more joy. With the pulse of the mother here, Pile 1, what I'm getting here with, this is like the natural course of your evolution. It's like trust in the process of what's happening, because things are opening up for you and a path is being created for you. It's just a matter of time of this is the time of filling yourself up and releasing the old so you can allow that vision of yours to expand. Because it is starting to form, and as you stay in alignment and you continue to move forward, Pile 1, you're going to see pieces of it around you. And it may just be in your imagination, Pile 1. You may just see like, oh, that looks really beautiful. I love the idea of this. Or, you know, oh my God, I see this. I don't own this beautiful house, but this is what I want. You know, it could be something like that. Regardless, it's coming. It's shaping. And your job right now is to be compassionate and loving towards yourself and allow yourself to just be. There's something about multidimensionality that may be showing itself to you, Pile 1. And that could be that vision aspect of seeing yourself from that multidimensionality. And it's difficult to see something like that unless you're in stillness or if you're really, really aware, because sometimes for the most part, it's subtle where we are right now in our vibration, it's subtle. And that is generally speaking. There's some superstars out there that I'm sure work differently. But for you, Pile 1, I feel like there's just a lot happening for you in that stillness, and there's a lot of gifts that are coming through that stillness. So give yourself that time to release and allow things to come in. All right, so Pile 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I look forward to reading for you again. Take care. Bye. Hey there, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. As we enter into the third eye chakra, let's see what messages Spirit has for you. Please do take what resonates, leave what does not, and let's get started. So we're going to start with the Starseed Oracle deck. So Spirit for Pile 2 Collective, their third eye, please. What do we need to know about their third eye? I was just thinking that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Pile 2, you are really, really connected to Spirit. Like you're like, we all are, but you have like, you're an open channel for Spirit. You really are tapped in and turned on. What I'm seeing here though, it's really important that you be grounded, Pile 2, because I feel like it's really easy for you to just kind of float up into the ethers, just float right on up, and that could be floating right up on into the head, to the mind, or just like up into the clouds for you, because I feel like you're really, really tapped into you, and I feel like this message is more about grounding for you, because I feel like okay, see, like there's so much coming in for you already. Like it's just key things here. Let's get into the key things. Yes, so first of all, sorry, let me start again for you, Pile 1. Yes, you are super duper colossally connected to Spirit. You may resonate with the term empathic or starseed, because I can definitely feel that connection for you. You really can take on the energies around you and hold it within you. So you may find that too, that it may be difficult to be around big crowds or a lot of stimulation, because you just are really sensitive. And you have such a beautiful heart, Pile 2. Like, I feel like you've been on a voyage, and that could be this life, it could be several lifetimes. You've been on a voyage, like you are an older soul, and adventure is your game. But you're really sensitive. Like, it's just, you're really, really sensitive. Like, you're really in tune with the energies. With the portal card here, first of all, I feel like you are a portal, Pile 2. Like, you really carry some high vibrational energies that really just ripple out into the collective, into the people around you. And whether or not you see a change or not, like, you are really changing people as you just are around them, as you just breathe. But here it's like, it's really important that you stay grounded, is what I'm getting. And it may be a difficult task, because to be honest, being in the 3D can be very heavy. And for you, I feel like you're used to being lighter, in the higher energies. And so being here is a little harder for you. It's a bit of a weight on you. But I'm hearing you're doing a marvelous job. And I'm telling you, I don't use the word marvelous, but that's what I'm hearing. You're doing a marvelous job. And so you're entering the state, though, Pile 2, where you're getting to decide what happens next. You get to decide. It's like you've been doing a lot of work with the collective on an energetic scale. I'm hearing even around the world for some of you. And now you're entering this new phase of your life, and I'm hearing a new phase of your existence, of really deciding what you want to experience. And it's been a heavy past. Like, there's been some heavy cycles that you've had to endure, aspects of the shadow that you had to disengage with. And you're moving into a space of more lightness, something that's more your vibration, your way of being, especially with this flower up here. And so in order to I just feel like you don't really see what's happening next. You know, you're walking into this unknown space, similar to Pile 1, but a little different, because you're a different energy. You're walking into this whole new space that's going to be bringing you a lot more color, and a lot more of the colors that you resonate with, that really feed your soul, that really feed your vibration. And it's like you've been carrying a lot of the heavier energies, but being in more of a black and white, dull space. And that could be in your environment, that could be in your work life, that could be in just your life in general. But you're moving into a time where it's more comfortable for you, more favorable for you. And so you may not see it right now, but it's kind of like you're being asked to visualize, Pile 2. You're being asked to kind of imagine and dream about the type of world that you really want for yourself, and who you want in your world. With the Star Family card, I feel like more of your, I'm hearing ancestors, but also your ancestors, as well as like your soul tribe, will be showing up in this new chapter, Pile 2. And you may not see it currently, or you might get like that taste, that feel within you, but it's showing up. And I feel like you're being asked right now to keep the faith. You're being asked to trust in the divine, And also trust in your goodness, because you are really an incredible soul, pile 2, and you've done a hell of a lot. And I'm being drawn to the hand here. I didn't even pull these cards, but I'm just being drawn to the hand here. You're like a master manifester and quite a magician. And there's a number of things that you're really, really good at, pile 2. And I feel like now is the time to really just play with that. Play with the different tools that you have. Play with the different ideas that you have. And don't worry too much about the outcome of it, because the purpose is to just allow the energy to flow. Allow it just all to kind of like, just to come in and out, and for you to play with it. Because as you do, it's something about you and interacting with this energy is going to open up your vision and give you some greater possibilities. It's also going to expand your energy and open up the possibilities energetically of where you can go, what you can do, and give you greater clarity about your dreams ahead. Okay, let's keep going. So for pile 2 collective, regarding their third eye, Spirit, what else do they need to know? Sacrifice. Yeah, it's been taking some time. Yeah, it has. Maybe you've been in contemplation for a little bit, pile 2. Spiritual union. I love that. Yeah. You too. Okay. Fulfillment of wishes. Deception and envy, bottom of the deck. Okay. You're in a bit of a standstill right now, or you may have been, pile 2. It's because there's some things that you've been clearing out. You've been expanding your energy field on a whole different level to allow more of what's available to you energetically, but also universally is what I'm getting. So you may have times, if you've ever, like, if you meditate, or if you don't meditate, it's highly recommended that you do. Because I feel like if you do pile 2, you're going to get a greater sense of your energy, and you're going to realize how vast you are. It's kind of like sometimes when I meditate, it's like my whole body dissolves and goes into the energetic field, and then I'm just one with the universe. It's kind of, it's like this. And, but like I just go into complete particle form. That's what it feels like anyway. And I feel like that's something that that could benefit you just by just meditating and allow the energies to flow in you and out of you. It's been a process. It's like a step-by-step process that's been happening for you, I'm hearing, over the years. And part of it has to do with your multi-dimensionality. So you may not be seeing the changes in the physical reality, in your physical self, pile 2, but it's something about it working through you multi-dimensionality. All the energies, what's been happening, it's been a flush, is what I'm getting. The word flush. A flushing out of the old, allowing in for the new. Because that old density, right? Like, look at that water here. It matches her. It matches her cloak. It's the same colors. You're letting that, you're taking off that old cloak, that old energy, all of that old baggage, because there's something that awaits you. And what's awaiting you is, I don't know, I feel like you already know. It's this union with yourself, greater clarity, the ability to see who you are and remember another layer of who you are and how incredible you are and tapped in you are. And for some of you, it is a partnership. It is a soul member, a soul tribe member. Regardless, it is a wish fulfillment, something that will be filling you up. and really lighting you up in a way that you haven't felt in a long time. You have a lot of wisdom that's running through you, pile 2. A lot of wisdom. And I'm getting a lot of courage to have walked the path that you've walked. But now's the time. And it's been this time for a little while now of letting go of the old. Releasing the old and taking off that mask and allowing your heart to really come full out. As you do so, pile 2, I'm feeling like this funness returning. I know funness, is that even a word? I'm feeling this fun return to you, this vibrance, this you know, chi, this energy coming into your body, into your world, starting to just kind of flow again. So if you felt really heavy or just like, you know, sluggish, things will be changing for you as you continue this path, okay? Things are changing for you. The clarity is coming. And there's something about you, for you, pile 2, is really speaking something that you know. Something that maybe you've seen through your third eye, something that you just know through your innate wisdom. There's something about not being afraid to speak it out. And that requires you, it requires you to let go of that old mask. Again, you are a very courageous soul. So, there may be moments of intensity for you, pile 2, as you undergo this transition, but you're being asked just to kind of surrender to the flow and allow the old to be released. And even allowing yourself to be comfortable in the discomfort. All right, because you've dealt with a lot worse than this, a lot more intensity than this. And you also know that in every situation, there is an opportunity. Your mental faculties are like genius mode. You're really, really intelligent, not only from a mental perspective, but from an innate intelligence perspective, meaning that you just know. You have this innate wisdom within you that you just know. So honor that within yourself. Yeah. That third eye of yours, pile 2, is also opening. As you continue through this purge, you're going to be seeing more clearly. You're going to find as you see things more clearly, you're going to find that as you see things more clearly and you're able to really just imagine and use that third eye to project forward your dreams, it will more easily become reality. Allow this part of the cycle. It's for you and you are so supported. Okay. All right, pile 2, that's your reading. I hope you enjoyed the messages and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Do give it a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome to your reading for the Journey Through the Chakras as we enter into the third eye. So let's see what Spirit wants to say to you regarding your third eye. And let's get right into it. Let's see what messages want to come through. So I'm just going to clear the deck one more time. Spirit, for pile 3 collective, what do they need to know regarding your third eye? Let's not jump ahead. Okay. Yeah, okay. We have Starkeeper, Weight of the World, You're not for everyone. And then we have Star Family, bottom of the deck. Let me move that over a little bit more. Okay, so pile 3, you may have this tendency of like moving really quickly in life. Like you just kind of bam, 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 let's get these things done. And, you know, I got to do this, I got to do that. And you just move through life really quickly. That could also be through your mind as well, where that mind just really races and races and races and you're constantly on. There's something here about slowing down for you and setting boundaries for yourself, because it's like that third eye of yours is open. Like it's open and it wants to expand further. There's energy that wants to come into the third eye, but it's like there are things in the way, and what's in the way is kind of like the pace that you're working at. There's no room to allow things to come in, if that makes sense. Now, as I say that, I'm realizing that could be like your manifestations. That could be literally like there's no room in your life for those manifestations that you've been wanting to come in. So slow down and declutter. Or just slow down so you can really be present to allow it. But also, like, it's also the third eye, right? Like, it's also like there's energy that wants to come. There's messages that want to come in for you, pile 3. But it's like you're going too fast. You're too constricted in, like, how things should be done or need to be done. And that's not allowing certain things to come in for you. And so part of it is this setting of boundaries. So let's talk about that for a sec, because the boundaries that I'm getting that need to be set are ones that have to be set for you. And that could be in the form of intrusive thoughts. I have a lot of intrusive thoughts. No, let's set some boundaries. You know, I will look at them, I'll see them, but I will not let it consume me. It could also be boundaries with other people and the responsibilities or burdens that they place on you, and being able to set boundaries that way. With the letting go, because I'm now being drawn to letting go, and the letting go is the need to let go of control. You know what, it's normal, right? Like having a human experience, we want control because that's, you know, safe. That's safety and security. And I feel like by holding on too tight, it's preventing an expansion from happening. It's preventing you from growing in a way that I'm hearing that's unimaginable. And so that's even more scarier, because if you can't imagine it, you have no idea what to prep for, especially if you're a go type of person, right? Or you're organized or type A. It's hard, right? And so here with the you're not for everyone, it's like letting go of the need to please anyone or everyone and coming back to center with you. And so with these cards, you got a lot of blues. It's really about giving yourself, number one, I'm getting is emotional, giving yourself that emotional space to really fill yourself up. This may be a time for you if you have the space to do so or the opportunity to do so, taking that time for you. Really giving yourself that space to nurture yourself. Because there's something here about stability and staying grounded, and it being difficult to really stay grounded because of this need for security. And yeah, you could be carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. But there's this need to float, to allow help to come in for you. There's this need to just let go and surrender, to allow things to come in for you. And I know it's not easy to do it. I know. Okay, type A right here. But I feel like it's like this balance. It starts with just the balance. How can I allow more of the letting go into my life? You know, and starting with the little things. There's ancestral messages also for you, pile 3, that want to come in for you. There's messages that want to come in for you. I feel like there's like a team of souls around you, and this could be it could be your guides around you that are really wanting your attention and really wanting you to listen to them. But it's difficult to do so when we're really busy doing this, that, or the other. We're all over the map, right? And so you may find, if it hasn't already, that things will slow down for you. There may be a bit of a pause in this moment or coming up for you to give you that opportunity to like settle it down a notch and have that time to receive the information you need to receive. Right? And there's something there that's coming through. It's like, we don't need to go to the library anymore. We could, you know, and we could do all the research, or we can go online. Right? Which is the more, you know, up-to-date way of getting information. It's time for you to go online. Online, pile 3. It's time for you to tap into spirit, because there's something coming through for you to see. Let's continue. For pile 3 collective, please, Spirit, what else do they need to know about their third eye? What else do you got for them? Thank you. Yes, of course you have patience. Why not? And then we have third eye. Or sorry, third chakra. Third chakra? Throat chakra. Mental conflict. Yeah. And then we have solitude. Notice how this is it veering? No, it's kind of centered. Hold on here. Just gonna move these around for a second. All right, first of all, let's get into the patience card here. Perhaps you're learning or practicing patience, pile 3. But there's something to be said about slowing down, pile 3, because it forces us to be in the present moment and to perhaps see things that we've not seen before. And some of those things are gems. They're not necessarily lessons. They're gems, they're treasures, they're gifts in the moment. And that if we're constantly seeking, if we're constantly trying to get things done, you know, we'll never realize. But there's also something for you about being in the moment and cultivating something. And this could be cultivating that connection to spirit for you, allowing that a vision of yours, that incredible vision of yours, which is really like you have a lot of light and colors that want to come through. And it's like giving yourself that space and time to cultivate that vision in order to, I don't know, see something grow. That's what I'm getting. And with the third, why do I keep saying third? Third eye, throat chakra. There's something creative that wants to come through you. And it's through taking that time and that space that it will then unfold. Because it's almost like it needs to match. You need to match or come close to matching that vision. And it's not by do, go, go, checking things off your list. It's vibrational for you, pile 3. And it might stress you out because it's asking you to go in a whole different way that your mind's been used to. It might, like, you know, your mind might start acting up, but you're being asked to go back to the books. You're being asked to go back to the fundamentals because you know the fundamentals. For example, the law of attraction. You know what's important for you for self-care. A lot of blues for you, pile 3. A lot of blues, which to me is symbolic of divine will. You may resonate with Archangel Michael. He may be an angel that you may want to connect with because he's there for you for sure, and he's able to cut some of the cords that are holding you back or that are keeping you tied up. Pile 3. And that may be keeping you tied up in a certain pattern or a certain way. Interesting. Yeah, in a way that you've been seeing things. It's like you may have been going through this cycle over and over again that's just not helping you. It's not emotionally fulfilling for you. And it's like, it's because you keep using this one side of the brain over and over again. And so it's like, call in Archangel Michael or cut those cords that haven't been fulfilling you, because there's something else that's brewing. There's something else that you can't see that wants to come through. And it may have to do with you just being in that quiet space and being receptive to what wants to come in. Embrace your weirdness. It says here on this card, you're not for everyone. This is going to require you to go outside of your norm, go in a bit of a different way, Pile 3. It's actually it's making me excited a little bit, because it's invoking that rebellious side of you, that shadowy side of you that like kind of lives on the edge. And you may be like, Sheena, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't live on the edge. I like things in a straight line. Well, let me tell you this. There's an aspect of you that doesn't. There's an aspect of you that wants to go beyond the wall. Five, 2, 7 plus the 4 is 11. We got 1, 1, 1, 3. It's about expressing yourself in a different way, but it requires an opening of the mind. It requires a letting go and allowing. I'm going to pull one more card for you. Hold on, one more thing before I pull that last card for you, Pile 3. With that Solitude card, this is a time for you, Pile 3, to really trust in you and be your own wise counsel. Really, really focusing on a solid ground and a solid self here. Like, notice how similar this is? Like, this and then this. I don't know, to me it is. Like with the pillar in the back, and to me it's kind of like the pillar there. I don't know, it's just me. And then you have the universe, check that out. That's awesome. This is really about really being with you and giving yourself that time, that space to really fill up and allow something to grow, because you're cultivating something internally, your internal framework, your sense of self, your sense of family within yourself or in your soul group, a greater connection to the divine. It could be all of the above, some of those, but something like that. Okay, so I didn't pull this I didn't pull from this deck for the other piles, but for you, I don't know. I just feel like this is for you. So, last message for Pile 3. We have strength, and look at that, it's blue again. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. I totally butchered that, let me say it again. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, I empower. You can take a screenshot of that if you'd like. Yeah, Pile 3, this is really about you stepping up and stepping into your own power. And this power is like this connection with, I don't know, it's this greater union between you and the divine. All right? Like, it's just a really powerful vision that you are embodying. All right? So, Pile 3, that is your reading. I hope that all made sense. do give this video a like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you for watching. I look forward to reading for you guys again. Take care. Bye.